What's going on, guys? We have a busy 2 days coming up. William's in the zone right now. We're practicing something called deep work. Cal Newport talks about it, but I am going to break him out of his deep work, so he's going to get pissed off. Will you just tell Yusuf what you're doing? Sorry for breaking you.
Right now, John just did the voiceover for my new Conor McGregor video, so I'm just linking it all up and hopefully get it done today and get it out tomorrow.
So that's all wrapping up at the moment. And like I say, Cal Newport, I'm doing some research for Cal Newport because I am interviewing him at 5 o'clock today. Super exciting. He's made me think about loads of stuff about like getting into a flow state, which we're trying to do over the next few months. With all this crap that's going off, we just need to be able to focus on one thing, and that is a documentary. And then tomorrow I have 3 interviews in one day. 3 interviews with 3 completely different people. I've never even done more than 1 interview in a day, so that is going to be horrendous. So I'll take you along for that. But first of all, guys, go follow us on Instagram. Luke Mulligan brother, William Mulligan brother, Jordan Mulligan brother. Behind the scenes, I need some followers, guys. Right, what shall I show you that I'm working on at the moment? I'm plotting on here. I can't show you this either, but this is the story arc structure for the film. But there was something I wanted to speak about these two, little Luke, little Tommy. And I think if you guys are, if I'm not breaking, I've already broke your flow, so if I can just talk to you about it quickly, is we are finally in a position where we can start working out again. I know we've had so much going on, we're just not know how to do that work.
Properly work out, yeah.
Yeah. So I received my program back from my brother Danny Mully PT on Instagram, Daniel, and he does all my programming. You guys are going to steal his program, but he's the best. He's unbelievable at PT. Like not just like some random PT. Like he's so invested in it. So I've asked him for the impossible. I've asked him for amazing aesthetics, so I can just rip my top off and be in shape, which is definitely not there right now. Strongman training, so I want to train for a 180 kilo stone and a 140 kilo log press. And also, when we're hanging out with Tom and Luke, I don't want to look like a little, man-child. But let's go set the interview up in here. You can go back to your flow state now. You can get back into it. So,
Great. Hello.
Hey. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Lovely.
All right, I should be good to go.
Perfect. So just for those who don't know, just introduce yourself and what you do.
I'm Cal Newport. I'm a computer science professor who also... Great to meet you.
Yeah, you too, man. And I'll let you get going. All right.
Okay. All right. See ya.
Bye-bye. So, we're going to be interviewing 3 people today. This is going to be nuts. Let me, I would never usually do 3 interviews. I don't think is a good idea. Unfortunately, 2 of the people cancelled and rescheduled. The only day they could do it was this exact same day, which happened to be a day we'd already had an interview booked. That's 3 interviews in one day. So, we're going to do the interview here. I'm thinking maybe a slightly different backdrop because we've had blue a few times. I've got some questions that I've prepped already. So this is for Shi Heng Yi. So talk about his childhood, the 5 hindrances. That's kind of like the key for Shi Heng Yi, is the 5 hindrances. So I'll talk about that. He's up next at 12 o'clock. It's 11:11, make a wish. Easy wish, just hoping that today goes well. So yeah, I'm just focusing on him. I'm not even thinking about the other 2 yet. Take 1 at a time. So Shi Heng Yi next. We'll get that set up here. And the thing today that it's going to be is about being able to concentrate for all the interviews. And I know it sounds stupid, but it's really mentally draining. And I used to have this all the time. I think conversing with people, takes it out of you, like emotionally and mentally quite a lot. Especially like I really like to go deeper into conversations. I used to be in telesales a long time, and we'd have like hundreds and hundreds of calls. We'd have thousands of names on a sheet, and you just go 11111, and you just keep going and going and going. And I was so good at telesales because I would make a connection, like an emotional connection, which is so difficult when you're cold calling somebody. Like they didn't know I was going to phone them. I'd phone them. I know people hate those kind of people, but it's just a job I had at the time. And I would be trying to sell them. Listen to this: clear paint to go on the outside of your walls. So it's supposed to stop like damp getting in. Probably a scam, I don't know. And I used to come home so tired and drained, it was ridiculous. There must be something about having like an emotional conversation with someone that takes it out of you. So yeah, with these interviews, it's going to get to a part of the day. I think the second one's going to be quite difficult because also I'm still kind of feeling the effects of the jet lag, and I know some people probably think that's ridiculous, but it was what, 2 weeks ago, and I was away for 3 weeks, so my body was really used to that time zone. So yeah, I'm still struggling, so I'm really tired right now, so I'm living on like Monster energy drinks, and I'm just having to sort of spot myself up. So what I might do is in about 20-30 minutes, I might go dip my head in the ice bath just to wake myself up. That is what today's going to be. Jordan.
Jordan, okay, all right.
Lovely. And yourself?
Yes, so my name is Shi Heng Yi. I am currently the headmaster here from the Shaolin Temple.
That's amazing, that's fantastic. Okay, thank you very much, and definitely speak again in the future.
Okay. Bye-bye, Jordan.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Let me end this. Thank you. So, just finished an interview with Master Shahan Yi. This was the interview that failed last time because for some reason Virgin Internet cut out exactly when I was interviewing him. But I'm glad we reconnected because it was really cool. Did a really cool example about if you want something in life and you're pulling it towards you, eventually it's going to go away from you. And if you don't want something, you're pushing it away from you, eventually the force will push it back. So it's about sort of living in harmony with that thing and just allowing it to rest where it's supposed to rest. He explained it a lot better than me. Anyway, I was a little bit tired. So we're 3 energy drinks in. No, 2 energy drinks, 1 coffee. I thought I'm gonna have to do something, so I'm gonna get some cold water on my face. So I'll show you, I think I've showed this before on camera, it's an ice bath. So this is the ice bath. I believe Luke had it turned on, so it should be nice and cold. It's just a big fridge freezer. I've said this before, if you wanna make one, it's a big fridge freezer. You get a bit of silicone and you seal the inside of the freezer, plug it in, and I would recommend leaving it on for like, if you've just put fresh water in and it's a summer, leave it on for like 48 hours, maybe even longer, 72 hours, let it freeze, and big chunks of ice will form around the side, and then once you've done that once, it kind of maintains that temperature quite well. I'll be honest with you if it's freezing, but you can kind of see, sorry, the dust just went in. Oh no, that's not even that cold. So it's not super cold at the moment. I guess I'm kind of used to it being like ridiculously cold. So with ice baths, people say you get used to them. So you get used to the cold. You jump in an ice lake, you get used to it, and that is the truth. But the difference is with something like this is you never get used to it. And it's the same when we was up at Loch Morlick with Tom and Luke. That cold you don't get used to it, your body just gets numb. Can I do this without messing my hair up? Okay, it's quite cold, it's quite cold. Nothing wakes you up more than cold water on your face. So that's it, me now, I feel a lot more awake. The interview is in an hour. So I've got an hour to plan for this next interview. I want to show you something actually, where Luke and Will are at the moment. That says enough. People are in the zone. Please do not disturb. So let's go in. Okay, so This is like the clearing area. You're allowed in here, but you have to be very quiet. This is the big thing. Deep work zone. Do not enter. No food, no phones, no social media, no distractions. Go all the way. So, I'm gonna put my phone down. And I've got permission to take Yusuf in, and I'm allowed to go in. But if the guys are in the zone, we won't distract them, we'll just walk in. If you just point the camera at them for now. So, William's not in the You're supposed to be in a deep zone.
Oh.
Were you not in a deep zone?
No, I'm just watching back my video.
So, we're all good guys. I kind of thought that it wasn't live yet anyway, so it's not live. When's this going live? Tomorrow?
Yeah, I guess tomorrow.
Okay.
I don't know if maybe Luke's going live today. I don't know where he is.
Could have took my phone in. So yeah, I'm going to be doing another interview now. So now I've got a good 45 minutes to prep for this next interview. So let's do it! So just for those who don't know, just introduce yourself, who you are and what you do.
Yeah, sure. So my name is David Bayer. I'm a personal development teacher.
Okay, what is going on? Next interview is coming up in 14 minutes. The interview with David was really good. he actually did some work with me in terms of like personal development. So that was really cool. Now he's super talented. He just did like a little chat with me, and it probably took 2 minutes. The personal development bit with me, and had a lot. It worked really well for me. So it's kind of stuff I practice, but the way in which he's articulating it is completely different. And I'm going to take that away from me, take that away with me, and hopefully that will remain up there. So we now have Dr. Samantha Boardman. Starts in 13 minutes. So I've only had, I would say like 10 minutes between the last one. Now look, I would never normally do this. This happened all by chance that these all came in at the same time. Luckily, it's like the way it worked is really good. So Master Shi Heng Yi this morning, I'd done some research for because I was interviewing him last week. David was planned for today, so David I managed to like, and we'd already had conversations with David, and we were like looking up David a while ago, and then luckily Samantha I had prepped for the other day as well, because so Samantha and Shi Heng Yi changed to Friday, and David was already on the Friday, so like I've got 3 and 1. And do I think it's affected the interview so far? No. So that's the only thing I was concerned about. Like, is it going to affect the way I'm having conversations with people? I could do with a coffee though, so Luke's going to get me a coffee now. 10 minutes until Samantha. I just need to find my notes. So I made notes somewhere, and I need to find them. Oh no, okay. Can't find my notes anywhere. So, I think my notes have been thrown away, they were on this desk. So yeah, notes have been thrown away. I've got 11 minutes and I'm not on the notes, but I do remember the research. Right, I'm going to cut this, do a tiny little bit of research for Dr. Samantha Boardman, just to reiterate this stuff.
Hi, I'm Dr. Samantha Boardman. I am a psychiatrist who is also trained
Okay, that was a cool interview as well with Dr. Samantha Boardman. I think for me, I can't believe how fortunate I am to be able to do this. Like I feel slightly inadequate talking to these people. I think sometimes my nerves get a little bit of the best of me. Not my nerves, but I feel like a bit of a dum-dum. So I know with time that will fade a little bit, and it doesn't bother me. Like I'm more than happy to jump in at the deep end. But these are really intelligent people, and I don't want to fake being like an intellect like these guys are, because it's kind of nuts. So yeah, I think it sends me away from these interviews, like 3 today. It sends me away just with a thirst for knowledge, and I already have like this really. I have such a thirst for knowledge. Like I want to, whenever I see something or hear something or I want to understand exactly how it works. Like I struggle reading for this reason. So I struggle to read because I need it to make real sense to me, true sense. And I was looking into the reading a little bit too literally. So that's why I use audiobooks a lot. But I want to know like the intricateness of it. I want to understand it, and I feel fairly inadequate if I don't, which I need to get over. But I mean, so much spoken about today, just so interesting, and I want to be able to hold conversation with these guys. But you know, at the same time, with all that being said, you know, we're speaking to a lot of people now, and I'd be spreading myself thin. So maybe I'll just feel adequate being an expert in my field. I'm sure I will. But yeah, flipping heck, what a nuts day today. And like, we're talking about the exhaustion of being in a flow state and like what it means to be in a flow state. Interviewing people for me is a flow state, and I know some people might disagree because there's not a task there, but it requires the exact same amount of concentration. There is no distractions. You can't be distracted. And you're trying to navigate the conversation, and it's been the first, and through this, like ending up in this place has left me extremely fatigued. Like I feel knackered. So I'm just blessed to have been able to do that. That was a really fun day for me. I've just spoken to 3 people all around the globe. I think I saw the West Coast, saw the East Coast, saw Germany. And like, so, I don't know. When I speak, I'll be honest with you, and I don't want to say this because after speaking to David Bayer, I'm like, I shouldn't be saying this, but I'm going to say it anyway. I feel the imposter syndrome sneaking in a lot after speaking to those 3. Like, why the hell am I speaking to these people? Like, and I know they all said really nice things about the videos, and Samantha just said some really nice stuff about like, she thinks it's amazing what I'm doing and what Mulligan is doing, and I just get imposter syndrome on a big scale. But then actually, you know what? And David Bayer's thought process coming in was like, no, the whole mission of this company is to inspire change. The whole mission is to inspire change. So if the whole mission is to inspire change, either we're doing that and people can say that, can compliment it and say they think it's good, or I'm not doing it and I'm just lying. And I know we are doing that, so I need to get over myself. We are doing that. Still have imposter syndrome, but at the same time, you know, the platform's good, and yeah. I think maybe the imposter syndrome comes from the lack of intellect, not the lack of, in their field. Like, I want to, you know, But I feel like my life experience and what I've been through as a 29-year-old, and I know people probably laugh at that, like, life experience, you're 29, you don't know what you're on about. But like, I have lived a really mad life, and I have a lot of like life experience, and I feel like that's the emotional side of things. I feel like people feel that off me, maybe. I don't know. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. Everyone always seems quite willing to open up to me, so that's nice. So maybe they do, the emotional side of things, because you know, when you go through something really tough and a lot of things in life, and like pain and heartache, then you do come out of it with a lesson. Like, it might not be a conventional lesson, like I might not have gone to school or university to learn the lessons. It took my son dying to learn the lesson, but that lesson was the hardest lesson ever. And for me, I feel that has given me knowledge, and maybe I'm able to have conversations with people. I don't know why I'm questioning this. It's been a long day. Anyway, what a day, so blessed. I want to do this for the rest of my life. Like, I can't explain it. I want to make documentaries, films, content that actually inspires people. And the documentaries, the films, they are there to inspire people. And that's why I have confidence that we'll be successful with it, because even if it's not commercially viable, people will want to watch inspirational documentaries. And I'm not on about cheesy inspirational, I'm on about following real stories. So, like, somebody, I mean, maybe you could say that the story fell into my lap with the Stoltmans. Maybe it did, maybe I got lucky and picked the right people. I believe what they said from day one, that they were going to do it. But that's a story right there. That's not fake inspiration, that's not cheesy inspiration or cheesy motivation, because it really happened. That story actually happened. That's the real story that actually happened. And that's going to be the Mulligan Brothers style. That's going to be the signature of Mulligan Brothers. It's a real story of true inspiration. And you'll watch the films and go, well, hold on a sec. If these two could do it with their circumstances and the situation that they're in, what is my excuse for not finishing university strong? What's my excuse for not becoming a pro footballer? What's my excuse for this? What's my, you know, like, and then it's the story of, hold on a second, I live in the Scottish Highlands and I count myself out as being an MMA fighter. Well, hold on, Big Tom Stoltman's world's strongest man. Like, maybe I can be an MMA fighter, you know? So like, all these, that's what it's supposed to do. That's the power. And I think the most powerful story is in terms of getting you to do something, not getting you to do something, but inspiring you to do something, inspiring you to understand that you can do it, is one that you can relate to. So if you're in the Scottish Highlands right now, if you're a 10-year-old boy in the Scottish Highlands and you see this big Scottish lads smashing it on the world stage, the world's strongest man, that's power to them. If you're a young boy who's struggling with autism, or a young girl who's struggling with autism, this documentary is powerful to you, like so powerful to you. Luke, if you're working on the oil rigs or you're in a job that you don't want to do, this is powerful to you. I'm not saying that people don't want to do the oil rigs, but I'm saying like that was where Luke was at. He wanted to do something with himself, and he went through that transformation and did it. That's powerful to them. You know, like all these things, but you know, these two guys who lost their mom and, you know, ripped their family apart, like it hurt them so much. And, you know, that's part of their story. For them to be succeeding and sharing that story and making their mum proud, that's inspirational to people. That's a real story that is going to connect with people. It's going to connect with everybody who's lost somebody close to them. It's going to connect with people with autism. It's going to connect to people who are struggling with mental health. It's going to connect to people who have brothers and sisters and have siblings. It's a story of a brother and a brother. I don't know how I arrived at this conversation, but guys, thank you for watching the vlog. If you enjoyed the video, please like the video. Please like, subscribe. Thank you to everyone who, I don't know, who is supporting us still. Like, thank you. Please go follow us on Instagram at Jordan Mulligan Brother, behind the scenes stuff at William Mulligan Brother, and Luke is somewhere on an incognito profile at Luke Mulligan Brother. Have a blessed and productive day, and the same way that I'm talking about these documentaries, inspiring people through relatability of that person, you can do exactly the same. Thanks for watching, guys. Go inspire some change, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.